The Ghost of Blackwood Inn. The Blackwood Inn, nestled deep within the forest, had a dark and mysterious history. Once a bustling rest stop for travelers, it had been abandoned for decades. The locals told tales of strange occurrences and ghostly apparitions, all centered around a tragic event that had taken place many years ago. It was said that a young bride named Emily had been murdered on her wedding night, and her spirit still haunted the inn. One foggy evening, a paranormal investigator named Jack decided to spend the night at the Blackwood Inn. He had heard the stories and was determined to uncover the truth behind the haunting. Armed with his equipment and a notebook, he arrived at the inn just as darkness fell, the fog wrapping around the old building like a shroud. Jack entered the inn, the door creaking loudly as he stepped inside. The air was thick with dust and the scent of decay. The grand staircase, now covered in cobwebs, led to the upper floors where the guest rooms were located. Jack set up his equipment in the lobby, his camera and audio recorders ready to capture any paranormal activity. As the night deepened, Jack began to hear faint whispers and the soft sound of footsteps on the creaky wooden floors. He followed the sounds to the second floor, where he found an old bridal suite. The room was filled with decaying furniture and a large, ornate mirror covered in grime. On the floor, he noticed a faint outline of a heart drawn in dust. Suddenly, the temperature in the room dropped, and Jack felt a cold breeze brush past him. He turned to see the ghostly figure of a young woman in a wedding dress standing by the window. Her face was pale and sad, her eyes filled with a longing that sent shivers down Jack's spine. "Are you Emily?" Jack asked, his voice steady despite the chill in the air. The ghost nodded. "I am. You have come to uncover the truth, haven't you?" "Yes," Jack replied. "I want to know what happened to you." Emily's ghost began to speak, her voice soft and sorrowful. "On my wedding night, my husband and I were to stay here, but he never arrived. I waited for hours, only to discover that he had been attacked and killed by thieves on his way to the inn. Overcome with grief, I died of a broken heart, and my spirit has been trapped here ever since." Jack felt a surge of sympathy for the tragic bride. "Is there a way to help you find peace?" Emily's ghost pointed to a small, locked chest in the corner of the room. "In that chest, you will find a locket that my husband gave me on our wedding day. It holds the key to freeing my spirit. Place it on my grave, which lies in the forest behind the inn." Determined to help, Jack found the chest and carefully pried it open. Inside, he discovered the delicate gold locket. He took it and made his way outside, the fog swirling around him as he walked to the old cemetery behind the inn. He found Emily's grave marked by a weathered headstone, and placed the locket gently on the grave. As he did, a warm light enveloped the graveyard, and Emily's ghost appeared one final time, a look of peace and gratitude on her face. "Thank you," she whispered. "You have set me free." With those words, Emily's spirit began to fade, her form dissolving into the light. The oppressive atmosphere lifted, and the night felt warmer and more serene. The whispers and footsteps ceased, leaving the inn in a calm, peaceful silence. Jack documented his experience, detailing the tragic love story of Emily and her husband. The tale of the haunted Blackwood and captivated readers, bringing attention to the once feared inn and the story of the young bride. who had finally found peace. The Blackwood Inn, now free from its haunting, became a place of interest for paranormal enthusiasts and history buffs alike. Visitors came to see the bridal suite and the graveyard, paying their respects to Emily's memory. Jack continued his work as a paranormal investigator, inspired by the spirits he had encountered and the mysteries he had unraveled. His account of the Ghost of Blackwood Inn remained one of his most cherished and impactful works.